Welcome back to another deep dive into the realms of Baldur's Gate 3. Today, we're turning our gaze to one of the most complex and intriguing companions in the game, Shadowheart, the half-elf cleric of Shar, also known by some as the god's favorite princess. For those of you who love dark twists, divine intrigue, and complex moral choices, you're in for a treat. So sit back, grab your potion of speed, and let's unravel the layers of one of the most fascinating characters in Baldur's Gate 3. Just a quick spoiler warning. This video will contain spoilers, so if you're in the middle of your campaign or haven't played the game yet, consider casting Sanctuary on yourself and come back later. Baldur's Gate 3 is a masterpiece of the RPG genre, filled with critical hits in storytelling, and honestly, if you haven't played it yet, what are you waiting for? Go roll that d20 and start your adventure. For those who are ready to get into the nitty-gritty of Shadowheart's lore and mechanics, let's jump right in. Did you know that choosing Shadowheart as your origin character unlocks exclusive hidden narration during the opening on the Nautiloid?
Your mind reels, stomach churns, legs struggle to find their footing. Fire and chaos assail every sense. You shut your eyes. In the dark, Lady Shar can guide you. The mission, the artifact. Many were sent to retrieve it, and now only you remain. You must survive and bring it to Baldur's Gate, to the Mother Superior. Such an insignificant-seeming item. You know nothing of its purpose, only that you must protect it with your life.
As you delve deeper into the campaign, one of the biggest bombshells comes when you discover Shadowheart's true name, Genevieve Hallowleaf. This detail is buried within the layers of her erased memories, tied to Shar's manipulation. The goddess of darkness wiped her past, turning Genevieve into the weaponized Shadowheart, all to further her agenda. Imagine a wisdom saving throw you never got the chance to roll, as Shar herself altered Shadowheart's entire identity. Shadowheart's journey is full of skill checks, both literal and emotional. And one of the most notable places where her internal struggle comes to the forefront is the Blighted Village. Here, Shadowheart has two unique interactions tied to her Mark of Shar.
Your breath catches. The events in the journal sound like the work of Shar worshippers. They must have raided this place long ago. You pause. A sharp, tingling sensation is spreading from your fingertips. The pain blurs your vision and ushers forth strange, half-familiar images. You kneeling upon cold flagstones in prayer. Your tongue trips over the holy words of Lady Shar, and the pain flares, your hand shying away from interrogating a captive enemy. The pain bites in punishment, you hiding from duties in a little alcove you call your own. But the pain finds you anyway. Finally, the sensation fades and takes the images with it. You stare at your hand, unblemished, as if nothing had happened. Breath catches. The remains of the Saluna statue are defaced with Sharan markings. They must have raided this place long ago. You pause. A sharp, tingling sensation is spreading from your fingertips. The pain blurs your vision and ushers forth strange, half-familiar images. You kneeling upon cold flagstones in prayer. Your tongue trips over the holy words of Lady Shar, and the pain flares, your hand shying away from interrogating a captive enemy. The pain bites in punishment, you hiding from duties in a little alcove you call your own. But the pain finds you anyway. Finally, the sensation fades and takes the images with it. You stare at your hand, unblemished, as if nothing had happened.
Now, if you leave Shadowheart behind on the Nautiloid, don't assume you've seen the last of her. This is one tough half-elf, and she survives the wreckage with grit and determination. After the crash, you can encounter her at Wither's Crypt, battling a group of intellect devourers like the capable cleric she is. If you fail to meet her there, she'll eventually make her way to the Druid's Grove, where she'll inspect the artifact of Shar, the MacGuffin she's been tasked with retrieving. Shadowheart's resilience shows her prowess both as a support caster and a divine warrior. Whether she's using spiritual weapon to deal out force damage or casting cure wounds to keep the party alive, it's clear she's a survivor. The artifact is bound to Shadowheart, but if she dies, it doesn't simply disappear. It transfers to Tav or the Dark Urge, and no amount of Arcana checks will let you remove it. This mysterious object is more than just an inventory item. It's tied to the larger plot and suggests a deeper connection to both Shadowheart's fate and the events in Faerun. As you venture further into the game, you'll come to realize the artifact's divine origins are tied to Shar's larger plan. But just what does it do? And why is it so important? You might need to consult a sage, or even attempt a few religion checks to piece together its full significance. Lady Shar didn't just give her a mission. She completely erased Shadowheart's past, wiping her memories and turning her into a perfect servant of the trickery domain. One of the darkest parts of her story is the reveal that she unknowingly tortured her own parents, victims of Shar's cruelty, and was made to forget about it entirely. It's a horrifying moment when Shadowheart's backstory fully comes to light, and players must grapple with the implications. How do you help a companion come to terms with the fact that they've been shaped into a tool of divine tyranny? For players familiar with D and D's alignment system, it's like watching someone pulled from lawful neutral to lawful evil without ever having a choice. Shar made her the ultimate Sharan, someone with no ties, no empathy, only loyalty to the shadows. Here's where things get really interesting. If Shadowheart rejects Shar's command to kill the Night Song, she'll face severe divine consequences. If you're following her storyline arc and make the right decisions, you'll see a powerful transformation take place. When Shadowheart refuses to kill the Night Song, breaking away from Shar, her black hair turns white, a visual representation of her severing ties with the goddess of darkness. This shift is more than cosmetic. It's like hitting a character's alignment shift in D&D, moving her from lawful evil or neutral evil into a more redemptive path. Despite all of Shadowheart's personal baggage, when it comes to relationships, she's surprisingly laid back. Shadowheart is unique among the romanceable companions in Baldur's Gate 3 because she doesn't seem to mind Tav's other romantic dalliances. Whether Tav is pursuing Gale's intellectual curiosity, Lae'zel's raw passion, or even Asterian's seductive danger, Shadowheart doesn't make it a point of conflict. This emotional maturity is a nice contrast to her otherwise tumultuous internal journey. Of course, this doesn't mean Shadowheart is emotionally detached. Far from it. It just means that, unlike some other companions, she's more focused on her own personal mission and redemption arc than on petty jealousy. For players who enjoy the role-playing aspect of romance, this dynamic allows for some interesting character development, whether you pursue Shadowheart as your main romance or explore other options. One of the standout performances in Baldur's Gate 3 is undoubtedly that of Jennifer English, the talented voice actor behind Shadowheart. You may also recognize her voice from other popular RPGs like Elden Ring and Divinity, Original Sin 2. English brings a level of nuance and depth to Shadowheart that perfectly captures her inner turmoil, making her one of the most emotionally complex characters in the game. Her voice acting shines in those moments where Shadowheart wrestles with her faith, her past, and her growing bonds with the party.
Blasted door, What? Stop! Not another step or I'll... Wait. You're the one who left me to die on the ship.
Suddenly you see what she sees, feel what she feels. Anger, bitterness, a will to survive.
Did you feel that? You've got the same thing. In your head. Excuses. You didn't even try. You just ran. No matter. We survived the hells, survived the crash.
Balance. And there you have it. 10 fascinating facts and storylines surrounding Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate 3. From her divine struggle to her hidden past, Shadowheart is truly one of the most complex characters in the game. Whether you're romancing her, helping her confront her past, or even deciding her fate in battle, she offers a rich narrative that players will remember long after the campaign ends. So, adventurers, how will you shape Shadowheart's story?